Okay, let's start off with the ugly shit that happened at the Oscars tonight. This part was the ugly shit. The part that Will Smith smacks, or shall I say assaults someone on national TV, or should I say international TV, because basically the Oscars are not only seen, um, in the U.S. They're seen internationally. They're worldwide. I mean, it was broadcast live to the entire world, not just in the U.S. While in the U.S., that part, the part that we're bleeping, uh, the part that Will Smith was using the F bomb. In other parts of the world, it was not. So we got to see a glimpse of what actually went on. Um, for those of you who did not see the Oscars, Will Smith, again, he smacked fellow presenter or fellow actor Chris Rock. Chris Rock, we know, is a comedian. Um, he was presenting one of the awards. And I felt the joke was not, it wasn't mean. I didn't think it was mean-spirited. I didn't take it that way. I know most of us who saw it as an audience did not think the smack was equal to the joke. That joke was nice. And let me go ahead and play it for you guys because many of you maybe saw it, maybe didn't, but here it is.
Him and his wife are both nominated. Now, if
This is talking about Penelope Cruz and Javier Bardem. Now here we go to the other one.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
See how she rolls her eyes and Will Smith is laughing. I mean,
that was a nice one. Okay. I'm out here. Uh-oh, Richard. Oh, wow. Wow. Will Smith did.
wow. That shit was fucking powerful. First of all, the joke about G.I. Jane, see you in G.I. Jane 2, what the fuck is that? I mean, that wasn't, I didn't find that offensive. It's okay, so she had shaved head, bald head, for whatever reason, whether she's sick, has alopecia, or an illness, a disease, whatever. Or she did it for fun, good. But the fact that he said, see you in G.I. Jane 2, I didn't think that was nice. Considering and knowing Chris Rock's jokes, yes, that was very nice. And even before he said much love, Jada Pinkett, and what have you. Will Smith was fucking laughing, and it wasn't until Jada Pinkett actually rolled her eyes, and I guess he turned around and looked at her that he felt he had to be the man enough to go ahead and smack Chris Rock. What the fuck was that? What kind of fucking macho attitude with that? And then he walked off on stage like, fuck that shit, man. I mean, I was like all ready to boycott not just the Oscars, but his fucking Academy Award that he won for Best Actor before they gave it to him. I fucking wrote to the Academy, don't give him the Oscar, please don't. Oh my god, that shit, he assaulted a man on national TV or international TV. I hope Chris Rock sues him. I really hope. He probably won't do it, but I am hoping and I'm praying that he does. Because his fucking ego was this big, and I'm talking about Will Smith, his shitty ego was this big, that he felt, I'm gonna do it, and no one's gonna tell me no, and no one's gonna stop me. Why? Because I'm the big honcho, and my ass is gonna win for Best Actor. He already knew he was gonna win for Best Actor. Most of us already knew that the Academy was gonna give it to him. Now, if you guys didn't see Jada Pinkett Smith on the red carpet, this is her. Bald head, of course, and she was wearing green. Obviously, we know that the army usually wears green. For those of you who don't know, and I'm sure there are some people who don't know, G.I. Jane is, I guess, the female counterpart or spouse of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe is a soldier, a military man. I remember because my brother used to play with the toys back in the 80s. They had Cobra Khan the tank, and then there was G.I. Joe, and eventually there was G.I. Jane. You know, and of course she was wearing green like in the army. She was bald. Hey, G.I. Jane 2, we'll see you there. I didn't find that offensive at all. And yet, you know, she just rolled her eyes. I guess she heard that joke way too many times. But again, that was no excuse for Will Smith to get up his ass and smack him. For any reason, whether it was in public on national TV or privately. There was no fucking excuse for it, period. Don't know if he has anger management issues or, like, you know, Denzel Washington actually apparently told him, you know, in times of, you know, when at times when you're at your highest moment, that's when the devil comes for you. In other words, of course, that's when your ego is really big and you think that you're invincible and no one's going to stop you until you know and everyone's going to agree with you. Which, to a certain extent, is what happened at the Academy Awards, and that's shameful. It's shameful that... It's shameful not only that they gave him his fucking Academy Award, I'm talking about Will Smith, but or actors were like applauding like fucking seals after what the fuck he didn't even apologize to Chris Rock. He did not. He apologized to the Academy. He apologized to his family, his fellow nominees, but he did not apologize to Chris Rock. Chris Rock was the one that was assaulted on national TV. So if anyone is needing an apology, it's Chris Rock. I don't give a flying fuck about what Will Smith thinks, you know, because he started ranting on about him being an instrument of God and love and blah. Fuck no. No, you're not, fucker. Just fucking get your pants off, and hopefully he apologizes, not just in private, but in public. Why? Because this shit was on public TV. It was not on any private status or anything of the sort. So, mind you, and I want to reiterate something. The Oscar that he got was for King Richard. The movie King Richard. Basically, he portrayed Serena and Venus's dad. When they were kids, he was the one that got them into, sorry about that, tennis and what have you. So, you know, and he felt that he apparently said to defend himself that, you know, Richard Williams was a fierce defender of his family and that he was, you know, being called on in this life to love people and to protect people, and basically that was the excuse that he gave to punch Chris Rock. I'm like, no, there was no excuse. Chris Rock did not deserve to be smacked on national TV, or whether, you know, even if it wasn't on national TV. That was not deserving of a smack. And whether he has issues or he thinks he's a macho man, or like Denzel Washington told him, you know, at his highest moment, you know, that's when the devil comes for you, because most people, again, they have a big ego and they think that they can get away with everything, which he thought he would. He probably would too. I hope not. I hope Will Smith does. I hope that Chris Rock does too, because that shit was unfucking called for. Now, let me say something, because obviously this is the Oscars. He finally won that Oscar that he wanted, but this, I guess, power couple, if you want to call them, just a few years ago, Jada Pinkett Smith was the one that's calling for a boycott of the Oscar, just because Will Smith wasn't nominated for a freaking Oscar. I'm like, you know what? I mean, his ass was crying all over it. Obviously, he wanted an Oscar, and her ass was fucking boycotting the Oscars because her man wasn't nominated. I'm like, really? He's a bad actor. I don't like him. I don't like his acting. I'm sorry. Maybe I shouldn't apologize. I'm not apologizing. He's a bad actor. He doesn't know how to act. I'm sorry. He doesn't. He obviously doesn't know how to act in real life either, because he fucking smacked someone who didn't deserve it. But they were fucking boycotting the Oscars just a few years ago because his ass wasn't nominated. Boo-hoo-hoo. I'm like, come on now, you know? That's the kind of crying fucking family they have. And I don't mean it because, you know, Will Smith was crying on TV when he accepted it. You know, he did admit that he wasn't crying because he won he won the Oscar finally. But he was crying. He didn't exactly say it, but supposedly, perhaps because he regretted what he did to Chris Rock, and I hope he did tell him. I hope he did apologize, like P Diddy might be the referee, right, at the after party of the Oscars, and try to mend that. But hopefully, it does become public. We want to see some sort of public apology from Will Smith, because this didn't happen in private; it's happened in public, and this is something that the public or the audience should never have seen at all. There was no excuse, and it really is uncalled for. And I'm not gonna call for a boycott to the Oscars, but I do want them to fucking take away his fucking Oscar. He doesn't deserve it. Besides the fact that he's a badass, he's a bad actor. He's not a badass, a bad actor. That can't fucking act. That is not up to Academy standards. I'm sorry, but no. Fuck, man. But anyways, here's the tweet that actually summarizes my feelings. And this is from someone else on Twitter, Jake Green. The hypocrisy of the folks in the Dolby Theater tonight was absolutely astounding. Speeches calling for peace and love for all, yet continue as if nothing happened when the man was assaulted on stage. And in the end, they celebrated the assaulter. Exactly, they did. Hashtag Oscars so woke, and hypocrites. And that summarizes exactly how I feel. They fucking celebrated the assaulter. They fucking celebrated Will Smith when he went up for his shitty Oscar. He can shove that Oscar right up his ass. But he needs to apologize, because that joke that Chris Rock said was in no way comparable to the jokes that Regina, Wanda, and Amy were saying at the Oscars. Really. Okay, I think I gotta go to bed now. But anyways, let me know what you think. But I'm fucking pissed. I'm like, no. His ass needs to apologize. Not only apologize to us as the public, but especially to Chris Rock. And I want to see that public apology. And you know what he said about, may hopefully they'll invite me back next year. I hope they don't. Please don't. Academy, no. We don't want to see that fucker. I know you're going to fucking invite him back anyway. But if you're going to invite him back anyway next fucking year, he better come out on stage with Chris Rock and apologize on national TV live, international TV live, and apologize for what he did the year before that, which this time would be 2023, and this year would be 2022. So that is the only stage appearance I want to see of Will Smith. Otherwise, don't even fucking put him anywhere near the fucking live TV. I don't care how many fucking Oscars his ass will win eventually. I don't give a flying fuck. I don't want to see his ass. I am so fucking pissed because that shit was uncalled for. So let me know what you think. Leave in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, yeah. Bye.